Sweden. For many, the name itself conjures images of vast, silent forests and cities that are both ancient and modern. It is a country known across the globe for its progressive ideals, its commitment to peace, and its stunning natural landscapes. This reputation acts like a beacon, drawing people from every corner of the world. They come seeking safety, opportunity, or simply a different way of life. The airplane descends through a thick blanket of clouds, and then the world below reveals itself. Stepping out of the airport, the air itself feels different. It is crisp, clean, and often cold, carrying the faint scent of pine and damp earth. In these initial moments, hope is a powerful force. It is the fuel that has carried them across continents and oceans. Swedish cities have a special quiet charm. In Stockholm, old buildings painted in warm yellow and red colours stand close together on old bumpy streets. The city is built on 14 islands, connected by more than 50 bridges, and water is always there, making things feel calm. In winter, the water might freeze, and the rooftops get a soft layer of snow, making the city look like something from a fairy tale. The arrival of the first snow is often magical. It falls softly, silently, blanketing the world in a pristine layer of white. However, as winter deepens, its true character is revealed. The days grow dramatically shorter, and the darkness becomes a dominant presence. Swedes have a concept called mys, which means creating a cozy, warm, and comfortable atmosphere. It is the art of finding joy in the simple things, lighting candles, wrapping up in a warm blanket with a good book. For most new people coming to Sweden, getting used to their new home starts in a classroom. The Swedish language, with its different sounds and tricky grammar, is like a big door to their new life. Learning is slow and often hard. Their mouth struggles to make new sounds, and their brain works hard to remember words and grammar rules. The SFI classroom is more than just a place to learn a language. It's a community. Here, where everyone is trying and sometimes struggling, strong friendships are made. But with every new word they learn, a small part of the world opens up. This slow process of understanding makes them feel very strong. Beyond the challenges of language and climate lies another, more invisible obstacle: the bureaucracy. For a newcomer, navigating this complex web of paperwork can be one of the most stressful parts of settling in. Each step requires meticulous attention to detail. A single missing document or a small mistake on a form can lead to long delays. The wait for this number can feel like an eternity, a period of limbo where life is put on hold. In a country that can seem reserved on the surface, fika is the key that unlocks social connection. Fika is much more than a simple coffee break. It is a cherished social ritual, a moment to pause the day, sit down with others, and share a conversation over coffee and a sweet pastry. For an immigrant, being invited for fika is a significant gesture. It is a sign of acceptance, an invitation to step inside the personal space of a Swede and share a moment of warmth and community. The immigrant community itself is a powerful source of support and friendship. Potluck dinners, where everyone brings a dish from their home country, become vibrant celebrations of diversity. The concept of home is complex. It is more than just the four walls of an apartment or a house. For an immigrant, finding a place to call home is a deep emotional journey of putting down roots in new soil. Once a physical space is secured, the process of making it feel like home begins. It is the scent of familiar spices cooking in the kitchen, filling the apartment with the smells of a distant homeland. It is the placement of cherished photographs on a shelf, connecting the present to the past. Home is also found outside the front door, in the growing familiarity with the neighborhood. It is knowing the quickest route to the grocery store, recognizing the faces of the people who live down the hall. Ultimately, feeling at home is a state of mind. It arrives quietly, not with a grand announcement, but in a series of small, everyday moments. It is the moment you give directions to a lost tourist in Swedish. It is realizing that your children have friends and are happy in their school, their laughter filling the rooms of your apartment. This is the true arrival. It is the point at which the constant feeling of being a visitor fades, replaced by a quiet, confident sense of belonging. Each immigrant who settles in Sweden adds a new thread to the country's cultural tapestry. They bring new flavors, new music, new perspectives and new traditions. The cities become more vibrant, the workplaces more dynamic, and the society more cosmopolitan. The children of immigrants growing up with a foot in two worlds are a bridge between cultures. They move seamlessly between the language of their parents' homeland and the Swedish they speak with their friends. Their dreams, born in Sweden but shaped by a global heritage, will help to define the country for generations to come. The story of immigrant life in Sweden is in the end a deeply hopeful one. It shows that it is possible to cross vast distances and cultural divides to find a common ground of safety, community and opportunity. It is a powerful reminder that home is not just a place you are from, but a place you can create, woven from the threads of courage, resilience and the universal human desire to belong. The journey from snowy streets to new dreams is ongoing. It is a continuous cycle of arrival, adaptation and contribution. For every challenge there is a moment of connection. For every obstacle there is a victory, however small.